Welcome to Daily News International. Putin problems ominous caution approximately important attack on key Ukrainian city. Russian President Vladimir Putin said Friday that civilians in Kherson must be removed from the town as a warfare for it could be coming soon. The Russian army later said it became evacuating extra than 50 civilians from the Kherson area each day. Russian President Vladimir Putin on Friday said civilians have to be taken out of Moscow-occupied Kherson in southern Ukraine, in which Russian forces were main evacuations considering the fact that mid-October as Kyiv's forces enhance. Folks who live in Kherson have to be eliminated from zones of dangerous fighting. Mr. Putin instructed young volunteers from the occupied Ukrainian territories on Crimson Square as Moscow celebrated Cohesion Day. The civilian population ought to no longer be afflicted by shelling, an offensive, a counter-offensive or different such things, he stated. The Russian military later said it was evacuating greater than 50 civilians from the Kherson region every day. Moscow's occupation authorities in Kherson say they've helped tens of hundreds depart the vicinity, and have vowed to show Kherson metropolis into a fortress. Kyiv has likened Moscow's efforts to get rid of the civilian populace from Kherson to Soviet-like deportations of its people. Mr. Putin turned in to speak to volunteers involved in helping humans depart Kherson, in remarks made after laying flowers at a monument honoring folks that fought off a Polish invasion in 1612. He said Moscow had mobilized 18,000 recruits due to the fact that he announced an army call-up in September, which has on the grounds that been completed. We have already got 18,000, Mr. Putin said. That exceeded his goal of 3, because volunteers maintain coming. He delivered. The Kremlin leader stated he desired to restore historical monuments in the occupied territories so that the ones who lived under loopy, idiotic propaganda for 30 years would know where their ancestors got here from. He singled out the port city of Mariupol at the Azov Sea, which was flattened by means of weeks of battles over its steelworks, which fell into Russian hands in May also. Mariupol is a totally famous, and historic, you could say, Russian town, Mr. Putin stated. Peter the Extraordinary, as is well known, founded his first military flotilla there, had his first victories there, he said of the 17th century Tsar. Popular Alexander Suvorov had his steppe campaigns there, and Catherine II built up these lands, he delivered. There is a lot to work on, he stated, regarding reconstruction plans. Now, of direction, those who live in Kherson ought to be removed from the quarter of the maximum risky movements. The Russian leader said, adding that citizens need to no longer go through from assaults in the town, according to the Moscow Times. Putin's comments come as Russian troops have reportedly abandoned checkpoints within the occupied Ukrainian place of Kherson in latest days. In addition, Russian flags had been removed from the administration building in Kherson, in addition to a metropolis council building, in line with reports. However, the Ukrainian army has stated that Russia's withdrawal from the vicinity might be a tactic to seize them off guard. It may be a provocation to give the influence that the settlements are abandoned, that it's far safe to enter them, Ukraine Navy spokesperson Natalia Gumenyak said, consistent with the Moscow Times. On Wednesday, the Big Apple Times stated that Russians have targeted on establishing protective positions outdoor the metropolis of Kherson. Ivan, a resident of the town, told the newspaper, I suppose that they may be casting off their personnel in order that inside the case of a breakthrough of the shielding traces, they could easily shell the city. For weeks, Ukrainian forces had been executing a counteroffensive in southeastern Ukraine, pushing towards the city of Kherson. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification icon to stay up to date what is happening around you. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.